Today I got another comic book unboxing from CGC. I got 6 total books in here, 4 of which are actually mine, but I'm going to show you the whole lot, and let's get into it.
Welcome back, sir. All systems for gaming will be prepared in a few minutes. For now, feel free to grab a cup of coffee and have a good day.
Hey everyone, Mike here. Welcome back to the Marvel Man Cave. Thank you all for joining me today. I got another comic book unboxing. This is the second part of the order that I had dropped off at C2E2 back in, I think it was early April, late March, one of those two. But I had dropped I think it was a total of 10. Honestly, I cannot remember how many comics are in here. I think it's 6, but it could be 8. But I had the 2 signature ones that I posted in an earlier video, which I will link to below. But I have these coming as well. I don't know why they shipped them separately since it was all one big order, but they're here. That's all that matters. There are 2 in here that are not mine. My friend asked me if he could kind of tack on to my order and added 2 to the list. So I'm going to show you the whole lot, and I'll identify which ones are mine and which ones are not. Most of these are newer comics from the last few years, but I did get one older comic that I just wanted because it was a cool cover, and you'll see why. So we're going to get into it. I have not opened these. To be perfectly honest, I don't have the grades or anything like that. I don't know why CGC didn't show them this time, but I don't know what the grades are for anything. I don't know what order these are in. So we're going to discover this together. Let me get this unboxed. While we're, again, as my channel seems to do, as I am fumbling with the unboxing of this stuff, please hit that thumbs up. Please hit that subscribe button. All the things that YouTube wants you to do. It really helps out the channel. And definitely leave a comment. I love interacting with everybody. I love it when you guys ask questions, leave comments. Do you keep slabbed comics? What do you think of them? And what is your most prized comic? If you collect comics or any other collectible, what's your most prized possession? But we're going to crack into this now. I'm going to show you what it looks like on the inside. I will say, CGC, this is probably the 3rd year that I've done this. As you can see behind me, I have quite a few slabs, but I think this is the best packing that they've usually ever done. Usually they just come wrapped. Now, this one and the other one I got, it came wrapped in these, and there's several, like these big, chunky bubble mailers. I don't know what you call it. It seems like, but there's that one, and then there's these that are in here as well. Actually, it's just another one. It looks like it's a 2-parter, and then some advertising material. So these are the comics. We're gonna start with this one since I don't know what any of them are. It's kind of exciting. It feels a little bit like Christmas because you don't know what the grade is. You don't know what you're gonna get. I think we'll open it this way. I don't know. We'll find out together. So you can see what it is. I'm gonna pull these 2 out. So these are, let me see, both of them. Yeah, this one is my friend, so these are not mine. So these will be getting shipped out to him. But this was, I think it was Venom the Madness #1. I know he had reasons as to why he wanted to get the 2 that he got done, but I'm honestly not sure of them. This says it was just a Juggernaut appearance. It's an embossed cover. You can kind of, I don't know if you're going to be able to really make, I can't really get it made out, but the Venom on this one looks like it's embossed. It's actually a really cool cover, and obviously Juggernaut in Venom's eyes. Came back at 9.4. It's a really cool comic, but this was one of my friends, and yeah, looks like the other one is his as well. But it was the death. Oops, sorry about the glare. The Death of Superman. I think, yeah, he had this. The Death of Superman gatefold back cover. I remember this comic when I was a teenager. I must have been, I don't know if I was old enough to drive when this came out because I can't remember the year it came out, even though I thought it says 93. I was not. I might have just been old enough to drive. Honestly can't remember how old I was in 1993. I'll put it on the screen, but I might have been old enough to drive because I remember walking into a convenience store and seeing this, and obviously it was polybagged and everything back in the day, and always being fascinated with it. I do have my own facsimile version that they released a couple years ago, but he had the original one, not the facsimile. So he got that, came back at 9.4. Both his came back 9.4s. I will be sure to send these to him before he watches this video, so he gets to see what they are in person, because he prefers to wait and then do the unboxing thing himself. So back into this they go, and then back into its little protector. So these must be mine. I don't know how this one comes apart. It looks like this one's a little bit different. Oh, I don't want to ruin the surprise for you guys. We'll do the unveiling, and I did it upside down. Let's try that again. Take two. All right. It did the one that I was going to say for last right off the bat. So, but this was the one I found. This, it's Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars. It's issue 10 with Doom on the cover. This is one I actually found at a comic book store by my work when I was on my lunch break one day. And I think I got it for like $10 or something like that. It is not a good condition, but honestly, 8.0, like when I told my buddy when I was dropping this off, I was going to be shocked if it came in over a 3 or a 4. So to have it as an 8 is kind of surprising, because this did not look like it was in the best condition to begin with. Here's the back. It says it's the newsstand edition, Jim Shooter story. Nothing overtly spectacular about this, but an 8.0 with white pages. I'm very happy with that. This is one, it'll go with my Dan slot with that Doom cover. So I think it's pretty cool to have another Doom cover, and honestly a classic Doom cover, and with the Secret Wars going in on it. The next one I got was Absolute Batman #1. I opted for the 4th printing of this because I really enjoy the cover. I have a couple different versions of this in my collection. I love the Absolute Batman comic. I was reading the Chip Zdarsky run of Batman for the longest time, and then he's off of it, but I think I jumped off of it after a little bit to begin with. But I started reading Absolute Batman, and I was reading Absolute Superman and Wonder Woman, and I like them all, but Batman, I think, is the best of the lot. I really enjoy this comic, so I can't really remember why I decided to do the 4th printing, other than I really thought the cover was cool. And honestly, with a lot of these, that's really about it, because all you're really going to see is the cover. But obviously, as you can see, came back a 9.8. And then I got Ultimate Wolverine #1. This is another, I have a couple different versions of this. I think I bought the spoiler version of, I think it was the Ultimates that technically is the first appearance of Ultimate Wolverine in the Ultimate Universe. There's obviously a little bit of a theme here in alternate universe collections, but obviously I love Wolverine. You guys have seen my collection before with the Man Cave tour, but this I thought was really cool. Happy that it came back at 9.6. I've always found like white covers seem to have a little bit of trouble, at least when the ones I submit coming back. Obviously it's a harder, I would say, grade, I guess, because of the white, and it's going to show a little bit more. But I'm very happy with this to have the first appearance of Ultimate Wolverine Slab. And you can kind of see over my shoulder, the Ultimate Spider-Man that I have. So that was why I opted to kind of get this one too, because I have the first appearance of Ultimate Spider-Man, first appearance of Ultimate Wolverine, and the first appearance of Ultimate Black Panther. And this one came back at 9.8. So that's really cool. You can kind of tell by my reaction, the grade doesn't really impact me that much, other than that one. If you watched my 8 billion genies video, that one came back at 10.0. That one I was stunned at. That one kind of took me by surprise, because it's a 10.0. I mean, who wouldn't be? But the 9.8, honestly, these are ones I love the art on these, and I love the story. I think the Ultimate Black Panther storyline is another tremendous one. I found, I don't know why, even as someone who's read comics for so long, these Ultimate and Absolute series, because they're new takes on characters that you know and love for so long, there's just something about them that just makes them very appealing. I would say, especially with Ultimate Spider-Man, that storyline is fantastic. The Absolute Batman, I think, is phenomenal, because it gives them a way to tell a completely different story than what we're used to. And so you don't know what's going to happen. You know, they have the characters like, Ultimate Spider-Man has Green Goblin, but it's a little bit different. It has Mysterio. It's a little bit different. There's Killmonger and Storm in this one. You get this one, which they call him the Winter Soldier for the longest time. So is there going to be a Winter Soldier? Is there a Bucky Barnes in this universe? I don't know. They haven't shown it yet. and then you have all the Riddler and the Penguin and Killer Croc characters in Absolute Batman, but they're all a little bit different. So I think that's just something I've got to imagine that writers love it because it gives them a little bit more of carte blanche to do something different than you're not fixed into this existing universe that has decades of stuff going on that you have to fit into. So they're able to tell a little bit different stories in a unique way. So I've really enjoyed I would say the ultimate and absolute universes from Marvel and DC over the past year and change, however long they've been going on. So I decided to get some of them slabbed to kind of go with some of the ones that I have, the classic ones. And then I usually try to throw an older one in there whenever I'm getting some slabs. So that's why I added this Secret Wars. And again, an 8.0, I'm really shocked to come back. So it looks like there was 6 total in this one. So it was 8 total in the order. If you didn't see my 8 billion genies video that came back at 10.0, I will link that below. But what do you guys think? Do you guys like slab comics? What do you think of this Doom cover? Honestly, just share anything you want about comics, comic books. I would say anything comic related in the comments below. I'd love to hear from all of you. But that's all I got for today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and you know what's coming. As always, collect what you love.